All right. So good evening. My name is Nathalia Benitez from the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services in East Boston Liaison. Thank you for joining us. I am here tonight to facilitate the statutory required cannabis community outreach. This is an application for Cannabis Healing LLC to be operated at the address of 4 Neptune Road, East Boston. Before we start, I would like to go over my expectations for tonight's meeting. Having participated in multiple meetings of this kind, I know that this can be a sensitive topic. I want to make it clear that no decision is being made tonight, and at no time will it be acceptable to be disrespectful to anyone during this meeting. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. There is no right or wrong opinion. We are here tonight to try to collect as many comments and questions for this proposal. I am not here to facilitate debates amongst neighbors or relegate state legislation. I ask that all questions be directed towards the applicant and myself only. The applicant will answer all questions related to the proposal to the best of their ability, and I will answer questions specific to the city's process. If I am unable or the applicants are unable to answer any of your questions tonight, we will follow up with you after the meeting to get that information for you. This is an open comment period, meaning that if you do not get called on tonight, or if you think of questions that have not been answered, all you need to do is reach out to us and we will work to get you this information. My contact information has been included on the flyer you received to attend this meeting. There is no question during the presentation. Once the presentation has concluded, I will again restate my expectations, and then I will call on people to talk. I will make everybody panelists so everybody has the ability to unmute themselves. All right. The floor is all yours.
Good evening. First of all, we'd like to thank everyone that's attending this meeting. We appreciate you taking the time out to hear what we have to say in regards to cannabis healing.
Thank you so much. Ready to go. Owners. Cannabis Healing is a family-owned business owned by Mother Wanda Jones and son Brian Jones II. Our education, I have a bachelor's in business administration from Pine Manor College, and my mother has her master's degree in business at the University of Phoenix in business administration. We both prepared for this business for years and done our due diligence. We hope to showcase the benefits we can provide to the city of East Boston and the state of Massachusetts. Location. We're located at 4 Neptune Road, East Boston, Massachusetts, zip code 02128. We have a signed lease for this location for 10 years. We've also been paying building rent each month since April of last year of 2021. It shows that we're committed and we really want to be a part of the East Boston community. We chose this location because we believe we're 5 minutes away from the airport. We're very close to the Wood Island train station, and we really love the environment, and we really believe it's a beautiful scenery, and we really believe that this will be a great location in the city of East Boston. Here's an outside picture of our renderings, just to show a little bit of what the outside will look like. We plan to have flowers here. You see we have the purple design. Our colors are white, purple, and gold. We believe this will look good at our location, and we think this will be very beneficial to the community. We see we have a pickup window here. We have a security guard outside there as well. Later on in the PowerPoint, I will explain how the pickup window operates and how that will be beneficial for our time management as well. Next slide. Here is an interior rendering of the inside. You see we have our registers here. We'll also have a security guard inside as well. We really believe this is a great scenery for a cannabis establishment. We really fell in love with the design. Our design is by STA Design, a licensed architect, and they just did a fantastic job with our renderings, and we really hope we can bring this to life.
About our company. Cannabis Healing is a family minority-owned cannabis company based in Massachusetts. Our company focuses on retail sales of recreational cannabis. Our main objective is to display the best cannabis products Massachusetts has to offer. Our mission is to heal our customers with premium cannabis products, hosting events, social enjoyment, and personal satisfaction. Also, healing the community with our involvement, donation, and support. Our company is dedicated to giving back and supporting our community.
Operational plan. We want to show that we can handle the responsibilities of being a recreational cannabis retail company at our location. We plan to have 2 to 3 security guards with overnight watch. We will have a security door that requires clearance for our customers to enter. We will have a greeter who scans the customer's ID into our system. Once in the system, they will be buzzed through the security door to enter the dispensary. We will have viewable display walls for customers upon entry. We will have 4 registers with product behind the glass to help customers with checkout. We will have only cash or debit transactions. Our customers are required to exit the dispensary after purchase. Our CPA and resources records each transactions for records and payments. Knowledgeable cannabis marketing experts to help our customers for their own version of healing. We want to prevent issues from happening by being prepared. Our hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. Next slide. Traffic solutions. Our company understands the heavy concerns with traffic, and our plans are sufficient. We have a parking lot behind our establishment. It has 8 parking spots, and we will have a traffic director outside for our customers. We have the Orange Heights station serving MBTA subway and bus lines on Benitez Street and Neptune Road to help with traffic. Our company will donate to the transportation system for our customers using train or subway platforms to help with traffic. We also encourage all Uber and Lyft drop-offs for all pre-orders. Benitez Street parking lot, we're diligently working on being able to provide parking in that parking lot for our customers. It's 1 minute away from our establishment, and we believe that will be a great asset for parking and for the community once that parking lot is up and running. Our pickup window, we have a pickup window as discussed earlier. How the pickup window works is you will place your order online. We will notify you when your order is ready for pickup. Verification of the person at the window. We will have a security guard at the window as well, and only debit transactions or prepay only are required for the pickup window. So if a customer is in a rush and they feel they really needs their products in a timely fashion, they can easily go on the site, place a pre-order, go to the pickup window, and they should be able to receive their gift within 3 minutes. We believe that will help traffic control, and we believe that will really help the flow of traffic in the area. We also plan on working with the city in Eagle Hill neighborhood for additional side street parking. Next slide. Our safety and security. We know safety and security is at the topmost and upmost priority for our dispensary at this location. We will follow all the safety guidelines from the city, the state, and the Cannabis Control Commission. We will have a relationship with the East Boston Police Department to help us in assure extra security. Our security partners are former Marines, and they understand the priority and the safety of securing our cannabis dispensary. Our company will have overnight security as well to protect our establishment after hours. We also plan to work with the CCC to ensure our designs is sufficient and safe for the community. We will do our due diligence to ensure the safety of the community and our customers. Lottery. No smoking around the premises. Cannabis Healing will not tolerate any smoking around the premises. That's just not professional, and that's not how we want to portray cannabis healing in our environment. So we won't tolerate smoking around the premises. We will keep our premises clean and secure, and we won't be a nuisance in the community. We have alternatives for customers to receive their product in a timely fashion to reduce traffic, such as the pickup window as explained. Diversion. Cannabis healing plan is to prevent anyone under the age of 21 from purchasing products. We will track everyone's purchase. Our plan will be to prevent customers from purchasing more than what the law allows. We will follow all guidelines from the city and the state and from the Cannabis Control Commission. We want to help stop people from purchasing with the intent to resell to minors. We will have tinted windows to prevent people from seeing inside the establishment. So if anyone walks by, you don't have to worry about them looking inside and seeing what's inside the establishment. You have to be 21 and older in order to get inside the establishment. Next slide, please. Job opportunities. Cannabis healing will be providing jobs for the community to create a comfortable, healing, supportive, and an inspiring environment to all employees. Our fashion, art, style, apparels, and branding for our business are appealing. We have personal connections with groups in the city, and people love our coloring scheme. Our community outreach plans and how we will give back to the community will also encourage people to want to work and be a part of the Cannabis Healing brand. We are understanding of supporting your dreams and your time schedule. Products that we bring to the community are safe and purchased from the CCC licensed distributors to give customers the greatest experience possible. Slide, please. We're just different. As far as our apparel goes, we will be collaborating with Neighborhood Heroes clothing brand, and also we will have our own clothing brand, Cannabis Healing. The reason why we partner with Neighborhood Heroes is because we want to be heroes in our neighborhood. And also when we do certain events or certain charity events and community events, we don't want to just have cannabis all over our shirts. So Neighborhood Heroes will show that we want to be heroes in our neighborhood, and we really want to support, and we don't have to worry about kids walking by seeing cannabis. They'll see Neighborhood Heroes on for charity events and for another clothing brand. Next slide. Here's another picture of just some ideas of what we plan to do with our clothing brand. We have some socks, long sleeve shirt. We have a jogging suit in different colors. We have the purple one here now. I really like our apparel style. I believe it's different. And as long as it doesn't say cannabis all over the front of the shirts, I feel like that would be very good in the area and very good to the customers and to the community. Giving back to the community. Even though we're a retail cannabis company, we still have the obligation to give back to the community. We are passionate about giving back to the parks and playgrounds around the area. We encourage physical activity for all ages. As far as giving back to the community, we will support Eagle Hill events, Fresh Truck, Public Art Collective, and assist beautifyingEagleHill.org to help keep our community clean. We want to be a part of all of these entities. We want to show that we really want to be a part of the community. We actually want to show that we actually are helping, and we're not just a regular cannabis dispensary. We really plan on being an asset to the community. Our company will create a nonprofit to donate instead of using the name Cannabis Healing. Me and my mom are very passionate about donating, and by me being a former athlete, I love sports, and I really want to give back to certain sports teams and certain high schools and just in certain events. And we realized that Cannabis Healing, the name won't be able to donate to these kids. And, because we don't want to encourage, anyone under 21 to indulge in a cannabis. So we're going to create a nonprofit, and we will use that nonprofit to donate to the neighborhoods and donate to schools and different sports programs. We feel that will be beneficial for all parents and everyone in the community. So it won't just say cannabis, cannabis, cannabis. Our nonprofit will be donating to them. So that makes us feel good because we feel we're actually, giving back, and this is what we want to do. And this is a way around from just having a cannabis healing for, donating to a certain school. So we won't have to worry about that transaction. As stated, this will help the city, parents, kids, teens, high school students, and school officials feel more comfortable with our help and our donations. Like I said, we don't just want to be a regular cannabis company. We really do want to give back. I really want to see the best in people. I really want to give out scholarships for certain ACT scores or certain GPAs. We really want to help people because we feel if we can help our community, then we'll be helping the world, and that's what we plan to do. As stated, we want to contribute to youth sports programs like the Boston Blue Jays, for example, in our city, and donate to middle and high school sports to show our support and help parents save currency. As I was playing sports, I know my parents, they really were really upset when there's always some shoes, there's always some gear, there's always something needed when you're an athlete. And if we can help out by making a small donation to certain schools and certain opportunities, I would love to do that. That would really help me and help our heart in what we're trying to do. We're really big on healing, education, and sports. We really feel like education, being smart, and also staying active in this world, I believe it's a healthy attribute, and that's something that we're striving for. We plan on being good neighbors and good partners. We've been to all the neighborhood businesses within 300 feet. We introduced ourselves, let them know how we're going to be here for the community. Everyone seems so nice. Everyone loves us. Everyone was on board, and that really helped us out, and really made us feel a little bit more comfortable about everything that we have going on here. Everyone's excited about what's going on. And we really want to have the opportunity to make this dream a reality. We're open to hearing the concerns of the community. If there's anything that you guys don't like, or we get some emails saying, I think you should change this because this doesn't look right for the community, me and my mother are more than willing to change it and make sure everything is beneficial for the community. We want us to work together. I don't want us to like we're on an island by ourselves. We're all in this together. Our faith will be well known in the community. As you know now, we didn't send a representative to do our meetings. We didn't send a representative to pass out our butters flyers. We showed up in person, let them know that we're here and that you're going to see our face all the time. Opening a recreational cannabis dispensary will be great in this area. And once we're open, I believe the community will see the benefits. And I believe that everything will be just fine. We want to host certain events to where maybe we can give 5 to 10% of donations to the Eagle Hill District. And, I just believe having that mindset of really wanting to help and really wanting to be a part of the community and not just be a regular cannabis company, I think it will help the city of East Boston and also help the state of Massachusetts. And I really do believe in this location. I want to thank everyone that's been helping us this far. Any questions that we have, it seems like the Boston board and everyone are very attentive to that. They'll answer all of our questions, and we really thank you for that. We did really thank you for that, and thank you for the opportunity. And our last slide, which is
We really appreciate you taking the time out once again to join us this evening. Thank you for the opportunity to present our presentation. We hope to support and become a part of the East Boston community. Cannabis Healing LLC, Recreational Retail Dispensary. Our motto is Let's Heal Together. Thank you.
Thank you both for the presentation. Again, please keep in mind that this meeting is being recorded and will be available by public records request. To restate, this is not a debate on the legalization or morality of marijuana. That debate occurred at the ballot box, and we're here today because it was overwhelmingly supported by the city. Please raise your hand before speaking. Those that called in and would like to speak, please dial *3 to raise your hand, and I will unmute you. And when called upon, state your name and address for the record. Once again, for those that called in, please dial *3 to raise your hand. And the applicant will go through the questions and answers at this time. So if you have any questions, please raise your hands and I'll be happy to call on you. Okay, I want to make sure that you guys are able to raise their hands. Gloribel, can you raise your hand by any chance or no?
1 second, let me try.
Okay, because I make everybody panelists and I don't know how you see the screen. We just never use WebEx anymore, so it's like
I don't see a function to raise one's hand, but I am able to unmute. Oh, sorry, I see it here. Okay.
you see the hand?
Yep, can you see that I have my hand raised?
Yes. Can you explain to the rest how you did that?
Yep.
Just
So I'm on the desktop, so I'm not sure if it looks different in the browser, but if you go to the participants list, underneath the participants list, you'll see a little hand, and that little hand will allow you to raise your hand if you click it.
Thank you, Gloribel. If anybody can't see that hand and really wants to make a question, please just unmute yourself. That's okay. All right, anyone has a question or a comment? Amita, I think I saw you raise your hand. I don't know if you wanted to or you were just trying. Okay, go ahead. Please state your name and just for the record.
Yep, Tamara Stevens. I am a resident. First of all, should I start the video or no?
What do you mean by start the video?
Like, can I start the video?
Sure, yeah. I mean, if you want to put your webcam, yeah.
Okay, great. I just feel like I can't talk to an empty screen. If that makes sense.
Go ahead.
I'm so used to Zoom now. It's just, yeah. Hi guys. So yeah, I'm a resident. I actually live around the corner on Bennington. So I got the notice of the public meeting. This is my very first meeting. To just put my cards on the table. I am high right now. I love marijuana. I am a frequent visitor. I have a medical card, so that is not my concern. My biggest concern is, like I said, I literally live I'm at 398 Bennington. I'm around the corner. I see that traffic. I live in that traffic all day, every day. There are accidents. There's no parking. I don't know where you're going to get more parking, street parking. Also, RE parking. The residents in this area fought really hard to get resident parking, especially around the airport and the train stations. That's something that I love. I rely on that. And I know a lot of people in the community rely on that because there is no other parking. And if that were to change, we would have airport parking all the time, constantly, and it would be unmanageable. So that's just really my biggest concern is just the added traffic, and the strain that would put on just the area. Also, with the traffic comes a concern. There is a school and a library right across the street. Excel. Those kids, they are in Duncan every day. They are in that corner store every day. And I'm terrified of them being hit by a car because that just the intersection, the people coming off the road, the highway. Yeah, so that's really my biggest concern. But I don't know if you want to address, I don't know how this goes. So
No,
I'm
you're
gonna stop.
fine. No, you're fine. Thank you for your input. Thank you for joining the meeting. And I definitely understand your concern. With our traffic director outside, we will do everything we can to, to ensure that no one is, in any accidents, or, everyone can cross the crosswalk and everything be okay. And far as the parking goes, like, yes, as you know, it's a very high traffic area. So, and I do believe that our parking lot behind our establishment only has 8 spots. So, and I definitely understand what your concerns are. Our plans, to be honest, would be to try to get that parking lot going in Benetton Street. I really do believe that that parking spot is very mass, and if we could pay and rent for at least half of those parking spots to encourage to encourage everyone that we know to, hey, look, guys, either take the train or get an Uber or Lyft drop off to get your pre-orders, so you're not taking up residential parking. We can definitely state that to our customers and to the community to help you guys feel more safe and more comfortable with the added traffic.
The question about the parking lot next door, it is literally next door to my apartment. This is such a weird spot to live in. Who owns that? I was under the impression that the city or the MBTA owned it. They just renovated it. So I don't know who
Yeah,
owns
it
it.
was.
And if, yeah.
I'm sorry. No, it was a guy who owned it. He ended up, I guess, giving it to the state, or something happened to where the state owned it. And we were just there yesterday, actually talking to a few people in the area, and the guy who owns the building next door. And I was telling him, like, is there anything we can do to, clean up this area, because the lines are fine, but the parking lot, we feel like, Cannabis Hill, we can come clean that up and pretty much, work with the state or the city to, make sure we put down a deposit to make sure we can get some parking spots. So to help eliminate the traffic, we're really going to encourage everyone to do the Uber Lyft pickup with the pickup window. I feel like that will eliminate a lot of traffic. But if people, decide that they want to come inside the establishment and, see the scenery, see what's going on, that's fine too. So we're really going to work hard on besides the side street parking and the Bennington Street parking. Our plans really is to get a big chunk of that parking lot to help the city and to help everyone with the residential parking.
Am I allowed to ask another question?
Go ahead.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes, of course.
Okay, great. I just don't know how this goes. About the window, the pickup window, like I said, I'm high right now. I visit all the dispensaries. That worries me a lot about security. And one thing that I really enjoy, I'm just using Happy Valley down the street as an example, is you have to go through several doors. Same thing with Rev, same thing with most all of them. You have to go through several doors of security. You have to show your ID, your card, at least at Happy Valley, it's 3 times. And I know it's a little bit of overkill, and I know some may say that it's like security theater, but I think it's really important, especially when we're talking about cannabis, and just the large amounts of money that go through those businesses. I'm just like, sometimes going to an ATM feels like unsafe, and like even the ATM doors have your card thing and a vestibule that you go into. So you're physically removed. So there's, and yeah, and just that area, it's such a high traffic area. The crime is fine. And honestly, like, I'm not worried about the crime. Like, it's just a security concern. So.
Okay. Far as the pickup window, I definitely understand your concerns. We'll definitely have a security guard right there by the pickup window. And if you decide that you want to come inside the dispensary, well, we definitely have security doors where you have to show your ID twice before you can enter the establishment. We just feel like the pickup window with the security guard right outside by the window. We just feel like that'll help eliminate traffic and kind of help people get their pre-orders so they can get out in a timely fashion. It feel a little safer. Like I said, we'll have a security guard there. We'll have the machine where the person has to drop down the ID, and we'll verify the ID to make sure everything is fine. We just really just trying to come up with more ways to help eliminate some of that traffic. But like I said, we'll definitely have a security guard by the window and definitely have a traffic director outside to ensure everyone's safety.
Thank you. We're gonna move
Thank
to.
you. I'm gonna let somebody else go.
Thanks.
Thank
We're
you
gonna
for your
have
concern.
Marita. If you want to unmute yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Marita Pallavicini. My family owns the building at 4 Neptune Road. We've owned the building since 2006, 2008, and I want to address Tamira's concern about the traffic. Like I said, we've owned the building since a while, and we used to have a function hall there back in 2015, and we went through all the questions, the concerns you were having about traffic. But when we had the function hall that fit approximately 100 people, we didn't have any issues with the parking. Our party goers that use the Benitez Street side street for parking, the parking lot. There's also on-street parking on Neptune Road. So parking wasn't an issue, and we're talking about big groups of people conjugating at all the same time. But I think that that Brian has a good plan in terms of addressing your concerns. And like I said, I those are valid concerns because of the area. I'm very familiar with the area, but I don't expect a lot of traffic conjugating at the at this area for this business. And in addition to the function hall, there was a beauty school there for many years, and again, there are several students that drove to the school, and again, there was no traffic, issues that occurred. There were no police incidents that occurred either for the school or for the function hall that we had. So those are valid concerns. But like I said, having knowledge of the area for so many years, I don't think that should be a big issue.
Thank you, Marita, for
Yeah.
your comments.
Anyone else with another question?
It's okay. I'd like to kind of respond. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, okay, so I'm thinking about it now, and I may have overblown the parking situation, because there is actually a lot of parking, and I just remembered that it's 2-hour parking. And so, but I do want to go back to the traffic issue. So when we're talking about like a beauty school or a function hall or a church or something else, someone goes and they're spending an hour or two in there. Somebody goes to a dispensary, they spend 15 minutes in there, and they're in and out, and it's a lot of turnover. So you're adding a lot of cars constantly throughout the day, and your hours are during rush hour traffic, at least coming back, that it's going to become unsustainable. Getting onto the highway here outside my window, that line goes all the way past Wood Island. Coming back the other way, it's just insanity. And I hear at least 3 accidents a month. So it's not just about the parking. That's kind of just what I wanted to reiterate. It's just going to put a lot of strain on an already heavy, oh my God. And then that turnaround, oh my God, just that other one. It's already such a strained intersection. So That's all about that.
Thanks,
Okay.
Ms. Stevens.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens.
All right, let me see if I have anybody. All right, anyone that joined, anyone that joined from a phone or that called in, if you would like to make a question or a comment, you can press *3 and it would let me know that you want to talk. If anybody want to unmute themselves, if they have anything to say, that's okay too. All right. So is there any more comments that anybody would like to make?
Oh my God, I have another one, but I'm like coughing because I'm like on my vape. See? Oh my God. That is actually what I want to reiterate. I love you guys. I love, you know, you're people of color, you're a family business. You've clearly given a lot of thought to this. You have a lot of care and consideration. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm like, oh no, boo. I'm just like anywhere but this corner. Anywhere else but this corner. Like, how can I support you in going anywhere else? Like, literally, you could be next door. You could go. There's a church next door. You could take them. You could take their lease. I don't care. Or actually, no, I do care. Not there either. Down the street. Sorry, down the street. It's just this corner is just so. It's already such a disaster, and I don't see it getting any better. During COVID, it was wonderful. We were actually like dancing in the street. It was really funny. Because it had never happened before to never see any cars. So, but yeah, so it's not, I applaud you in all the work that you've done, and I really want to see you succeed. It's just anywhere but this corner. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you too, Ms. Stevens.
Thank you. See, we're about change, Ms. Stevens, and you'll see a big difference. We're gonna handle that traffic for you.
We're gonna keep you in mind. You said 396 Benetton Street? Is that where you live? 396 Benton Street? Yeah, we'll definitely meet you in person and make sure you're happy as well because you're in the area and see everything we can do if everything works out for our company. And thank you for supporting me and my mother as well. Like I said, we've been working hard this whole time. We've been paying for this location for a year now, and we're just doing everything we can to try to bring this, to make this dream a reality. And we will do everything we can to help you with your concerns.
Can I ask, like, how far along you are in the process? Like, I'm not really familiar with the cannabis process and like getting the permits and all of that. So I think our host said that it's not going to be like decided right now. But
so the way it
yeah,
so it's they're probably going to speak before the community process. I can read her what the community process technically looks like. They have to present with the Civic Association, which they did in January with the Eagle Hill Civic Association. Then they have to meet with the abutters. Anybody that's 300 feet away from the property will get flyered, so they know about this meeting. And so nothing is being decided. This is just mere conversation. We want to, get to know what the community wants, feels, comments, concerns, and all of that. I will gather all this information and pass it along to the cannabis board. So the Jones are going to have a hearing date. Well, they'll again present their business, but in front of the board. That's also a public meeting, so anybody can come and testify. So you're more than welcome to do so. And then they take a week to vote and decide. Right.
Thank you. That answers my question.
Perfect. All right, I have Sarah. Sarah, if you want to unmute yourself.
Hi. Yes, thank you so much for your presentation. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool. Thanks for your presentation. I think like very informative. Also, Tamira, thanks for your questions. I had similar questions, so I think, you know, I live on 600 Bennington, so I'm a little bit further up the street, but I often go for my run up Bennington Street past this area. And I think something that I'm concerned about just in this particular corner, and Tamira, I think you mentioned it, this would be like halfway in between XL Middle School and XL High School. And so those kids are walking past this corner all the time. And I think, so I have two concerns. One is just the like safety, traffic, people, kids walking across the street. Kids don't pay attention to cars, like they just don't. And so, Tamira, when you said any corner but this corner, I think that was something that I really resonated with. I think because of the amount of kids that are running kind of back and forth in this area, and during the times when you all will be open. So I just want to kind of underscore that safety and traffic issue, and more than anything, just like thinking about teenagers crossing that intersection all the time. And I think just the second thing to note, I mean, I appreciated, you know, a lot of the conversation about just giving back to the community, and particularly supporting youth sports and all of that, which I think is, you know, great. Kids need that. But I also like 1 in 5 kids who live in 1 in 5 people who live in East Boston are under the age of 18. So that's a lot of kids in our community. And I think like we're seeing a big increase of use of underage kids under the age of 18, under the age of 21, and under the age of 18 in this case, using cannabis, and being able to have access to it despite all of the protections that we put in place. And so I guess like it's not really a question, but it is something that I'm concerned about, because this would be literally like right in the middle of the high school and the middle school. And what I think is great about Happy Valley and, you know, some of these other places is they're not situated close to schools. And as much as like I think we do have protection for students, they're still getting access to it. And I'm just it's not so much a question, but just a concern that I wanted to make sure was included on the record. And so I just think like if we're talking about location, a safety concern, but also we're putting it right in the pathway of a lot of kids who are under the age of 18 passing through that area every single day. So that's all I wanted to say. But again, I appreciate the presentation and appreciate what you're trying to do. I just think the location to me is a little bit concerning for the youth in our community.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your concern. Like I said, we'll do everything we can to have traffic control and try to help minors, you know, not see the cannabis, and we'll try to do everything we can to protect and make sure everyone in our community is safe. And like I said, thank you for your concern, sir. Thank you.
Gathering the. All right. Anyone else have another comment to say? I want to state once again that if the people that dialed in have a comment that they would like to make, please dial *3 so then I can see that you're raising your hands and I can unmute you. So I don't want to unmute anybody unless they're raising their hands. Right. Well, I guess no one else has a question or comment. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming tonight. Like I said, nothing is being decided at this moment. So if you would like to submit any written comments or any other questions, my email is on the flyer. I'm going to put it on the chat as well. And you can email me directly. All right. Thank you everyone for coming. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much for everyone taking the time. Thank you for everyone
Yes.
showing your concerns, and we really appreciate you, and we hope everyone has a great night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.